Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all, where we do not kneel. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Sorry, I don't agree with Men in Black's name being changed. It should be Men in Black. MIB. That's it. It shouldn't be changed at all. Don't agree. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Have a great day. Hey now, this is Bear at Bear Nerd Fun. Yeah, I found this article on Screen Rant. Men in Black. International box office to be worse than Dark Phoenix. Yes, you heard that correctly. Worse than Dark Phoenix. Men in Black International's latest box office projections are much worse than the original anticipated, and the film is poised to open below Dark Phoenix. Over the past few weeks, major studio tentpoles have struggled to draw in large crowds. Here's an afterthought. Stop putting wokeness in it. Maybe folks are tired of being hit over the head with wokeness and political correctness and gender politics. Maybe we don't want to be hit over the head with that. Maybe we don't want to be bombarded by it. Anyway, back to the article. Making the wrong kind of history for their respective franchises. Godzilla King of the Monsters debuted with 47 million domestically, while Dark Phoenix bombed with a 32.8 million in its first 3 days. Fox's last xmen film is now expected to lose at least 100 million. Sony is hoping to give the summer marketplace a shot in the arm this week with the release of Men in Black International. The film operates as a soft reboot of the series, swapping Tommy Lee Jones with Will Smith for the dynamic duo of Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. Yep, Tessa Thompson. Despite the new blood, it doesn't look like the latest Men in Black is going to be much of a hit. Back in May, initial box office estimates pegged it for 40 million debut, which would be a franchise worst. And now, as the film lands in theaters, the prognosis is a bit darker than feared. Men in Black movie timeline and mythology explained. Like we need it explained to us. Yeah, I don't think we need it explained. But they're going to do it anyway, so anyway, back to the article. According to Box Office Pro, Men in Black International is projected to earn 28 million domestically in its opening weekend. That would be well below the original 3 films in the Men in Black property, all of which made more than 50 million at the start, and worse than the aforementioned Dark Phoenix, for a movie that was hoping to launch more sequels. This is a bad development. Of course, the comparison to Dark Phoenix isn't exactly apples to apples. Gee, I thought the saying was apples to oranges. Back to the article. The xmen film was very sporting. A production budget of 200 million. That's a lot of simoleons. In contrast, Men in Black International cost 110 million to make. The cheapest in the series. That means when compared to other genres of films, its break-even point isn't as high. But that doesn't make these estimates any easier to swallow for Sony. Men in Black has been diminishing returns since the original premiere to acclaim, in 1997, indicating audiences aren't all that enthused about returning to this world, even though International pairs up Thor Ragnarok co-star Hemsworth and Thompson. The latest MIB isn't arriving too much fanfare. And the largely negative reviews aren't doing it any favors. Well, maybe there could be better writing. Maybe there could be less wokeness in it. If there's wokeness, and I got a feeling there's definitely wokeness. They're using Hemsworth as a punching bag for man hate. Yeah. And he's playing the goofy, stupid character like he did in Ghostbusters. People don't want to see that. The premise of Men in Black was already laid down. People want to see a story that's true to the arc and true to the other stories. That's what they want to see. They want to see kick-ass science fiction. A kick-ass written story. That's what people want. In all likelihood, Men in Black International will go down as a misfire and won't have strong legs. Next weekend sees the release of the highly anticipated Toy Story 4, which might have one of the biggest opening weekends of all time, not just in animated films, with 200 million. There's also Spider-Man Far From Home right around the corner, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe installment is generating positive buzz during its marketing campaign so far. So, Sony may need to look elsewhere for a viable cash cow, since it looks like Men in Black won't do the trick anymore. How about stop putting wokeness in it? Write a good science fiction story in the grain of Men in Black set up in the past. Stay true to the story. Bring in familiar character arcs. Write a good character that interplay with one another and build upon each other in a good written story. Is that too much to ask for? Really? Is it too much to ask for a story that doesn't do any signifying to wokeness or gender politics? We don't want that in our movies. We want good written stories. Whether they're male or female, write them good. Don't make things easy for the character. Show their struggle. That's what we want to see. This is Bear at Bear Nerd Fun. Hail to all. Sorry, I don't agree with Men in Black's name being changed. It should be Men in Black. MIB. That's it. It shouldn't be changed at all. Don't agree. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Have a great day.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all, where we do not kneel. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Say hello.
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 Say hello.
Hello.
Say nerd fun.
No fun.
Nerd fun.
No fun.
Nerd fun.
No fun.
Say goodbye.
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 That was my son, my 6-year-old. Hail to all. Happy Father's Day out there. Have a great day. Goodbye.